Welcome everyone to It Tastes Different Gaming Appetizers. In this episode, Ubisoft doubles down on NFTs. So if you saw our last video, we talked about Ubisoft and we talked about Stalker doing trying to do the little NFT thing. We threw Ubisoft in there as well. They had the Ubisoft Quartz, which didn't go over very well, but they still brought it out anyway. And now they're saying, hey guys, we hear you, They basically said, we have received a lot of feedback since the announcement, and we hear both encouragement and concerns. We understand where the sentiment towards the technology comes from, and we need to keep taking into consideration every step of the way. And they basically said, we know it's a major change, and it'll take time, and we want to stay true to our 3 principles. Those are, use the technology responsibly, build a safe environment, and only leverage energy-efficient proof-of-stake blockchains, and focus on meaningful value propositions for players that benefit their gaming experience. Which means, we want your money. Buy our shit. So, we're going to go around and see what everybody thinks of Ubisoft and their wantingness of cramming NFTs down our throats. So, Patrick, what about you? What do you think of Ubisoft doubling down?
To Ubisoft, they don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. They're going to try to force down in my opinion, they're going to try to force down what they see as the next big shakeup in video games to make money since DLC came around. And so they're probably seeing this as the next way they can make money. It's Ubisoft for you. There's a reason why they're in the news a lot here lately with people leaving, and having basically a video they uploaded delisted because it had so many dislikes, even though you can't see the dislikes anymore, which is pretty telling. But Ubisoft does what Ubisoft wants, and that is they want to make money, and damn be the gamers or damn be their fans. I am not going to prance around here and pretend to be some expert on NFTs. I am far from it. But NFTs are not for me. I don't see them being around for the long haul in the normal market, I should say. Maybe there's something up there for the people with tons of additional, income to blow on stupid crap. They're the people out there buying the $300,000, $500,000 cars when the mainstream people are buying the $10,000, $20,000 cars or whatever. They're not buying the $250,000 or $500,000 cars. That's the only market I see for these because it just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't feel this is the same as like cryptocurrency was, because there wasn't a whole lot of huge backlash for cryptocurrency when I was younger. It was just, what's this cryptocurrency? How do I get involved? How do people get involved? And it wasn't like video games or any other publisher was shoving cryptocurrency down everybody's throat. It was like, you can use your computer to mine for cryptocurrency. Now it's like, you can buy digital pieces of art or digital pieces of anything, and now you own it and you can resell it. And I'm like, I don't see the appeal in it. And Ubisoft is just trying to ram it home, and I hope it's not here to stay. And I hope the gaming industry as a whole, as us and consumers, tell Ubisoft, you could take that NFT and we're not buying your crap. So they're pulling the old Syphil and Ollie, right? Buy my crap, boys and girls. And we're all saying no. Shane, what do you think of this Ubisoft and them basically giving the finger to their player base?
Does the NFTs come with lubricant of any kind?
They come with extra sand.
Their statement couldn't be any more full of shit if they said they loved you at the end of it. Ubisoft has really fallen as a company, as a video game company, I will say. People are leaving there because of the company and their practices. People are starting to really hate what they're putting out as gamers. And this whole NFT thing, it's, I had to look it up figure out exactly what NFTs are. Still doesn't make a whole lot of damn sense to me, because if it's on the internet, everybody's got it. I don't care, if you say you own it. No, if you got that picture of the cat, that's your NFT. You know what? Guess what? Screenshot. Fuck you. I've got the picture of the cat now. Eat it, ass. I don't get it. Maybe it's just because I'm old. I believe in tangible things. You own it if you could pick that bitch up. That's it. I mean, that's just my feeling. And not in that way, Pat. But if you can pick,
that just actually smacks in the face is what I'm going to say. And I'll make that point when you guys are done. But you basically just said that you don't own anything you buy digitally.
No, you don't. I mean, think about it this way. Most games you can't even play offline anymore. So you don't really own it. You're renting it while online. It's a crock of shit, but that's just painfully the way we have been forced to go. And this NFT thing is another thing that, this game developer is forcing us to go with. They said they listened to I can't remember how you phrased it. They listened to the goods and the bads that people expressed. You know what? I guarantee out of 1,000 comments, 2 were good. And that was 2 people on staff kissing ass. Nobody likes it. Nobody wants it. I mean, it's a ridiculous thing. And their reasoning on it, it makes it worse. The reasoning on it is what pisses people off. It's like, you know what? Just be honest. You are trying to find a new way to make money. The NFT is the new DLC to food bar you. That's it. I mean, it's a ridiculous scheme. It's a disgusting scheme. And they didn't listen to the consumers, because if they did, this shit would have never been brought up. I mean, because they just don't listen. It's all about cash. I understand it. They're a company. They need to make money. They make money so they can make more games to make more money. It's a vicious cycle. Perfectly understandable. But there got to be a point when they really actually start listening to the gamer, because it's going to hurt them in the long run. It really is. I will not be buying the next Assassin's Creed, because it's the last Assassin's Creed. It's just bigger and uglier. And that's it. That's just what they do. And I'm tired of it. And I think we all are. So what about you, Nick? I'm tired. I'm breathing.
Well, good. I'm glad you're breathing. Yeah, no, it's just stupid. I don't get, I'm the youngest one in the group, and I don't understand NFTs. Like, I don't understand the point behind them. Like, cryptocurrency, when it came around, like, I didn't understand it, but I kind of got, and I could see cryptocurrency going either way, right? With it either expanding or dying off. And that's kind of how I felt at the time that cryptocurrency came around. But NFTs, I feel like it's like the age of 3D TVs. Sorry, Shane, but 3D TVs, 3D in general is dead. Movie theaters sometimes release movies in 3D, but like, we don't see 3D TVs anymore. We don't hardly see movies in the theater that are 3D. And I feel like NFTs are going to go the way of the dodo and just be gone. And I would agree with Patrick. It might be those like higher up, or those circles of people that will buy these things that just have the funds to just burn on whatever the heck they want. But I don't know. I mean, like, so Ubisoft is partnering up with Aleph. I don't know how you say it. ALEPH .im. So basically, they're kind of like they basically store the NFT kind of blockchain in there. They have servers to store that, and they're kind of like known to be low energy, more energy efficient type of blockchain company or something like that. But I mean, I don't know much about the company. I always worry about like insurance on these items as well, right? Like, what if this place that's housing these blockchains, what if they go under? What happens to those servers? What happens to those blockchains, right? Or if something happens and I mean, like, how is their structure set up? How much do they back up these blockchains and secure them? And how are they secured? How are they insured? Right. You have that aspect, but also for Ubisoft, when it comes to gaming, what benefit do gamers have with these NFTs? If you buy one, what benefit to the game that you're buying it for? Like they sold, what is it? Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now they chose like the worst game in their entire catalog to throw this NFT out there. And they sold basically the same image or the same, whatever it was, like 1,000 of them. They were just all numbered differently. So you had your own unique blockchain identifier, for it. And they sold like 10, I think, the last time we looked at it. So, and for less than they were initially going out for. So clearly nobody wants this. I mean, like Patrick said, the video was basically taken offline because of the amount of dislikes. Nobody wants NFTs, and Shane's right. It's just another way for them to capitalize on making money, basically. Just like Patrick said, the DLC of the future is selling NFTs. I mean, look at Stalker. We talked about Stalker last week, and Stalker tried this, and the community said, hell to the no. And they said, oh, okay, sorry about that. Like, whoop, my bad. But Ubisoft is like, oh, we don't give a crap. Let's keep going. Let's push this train forward because we just want to make money. And Shane's right. The last few the last Assassin's Creed and the last Far Cry and, a bunch of what they're doing with a lot of their properties and stuff is not what I think gamers want out of their properties. And so they're kind of throwing Ubisoft down the toilet, really, and turning into a company that we are going to or already have and will continue to start to dislike. They're becoming the EA and Activision of the gaming industry. So
they just found their own new way to become that, Yeah. Here's the thing is, the NFTs in video games, if NFT take off, cool, whatever. But the way that Ubisoft and them are doing it is that they're not making what makes something valuable, right? Scarcity makes something valuable. That's the whole principle behind supply and demand, right? Scarcity is what sets your value. What's to say Ubisoft? I don't remember how many of those quartz items that they were releasing. I don't remember how many they were initially saying, but we have to take their word for it that they're only going to release a minute amount to make this item worth value, right? They could say, we're only going to release 50 of them at $1,000 a pop. But how many times in our digital gaming lives have we heard a company say something like that and be like, wow, we sold out in 10 seconds. We're going to throw another 500 on the fire. And then it's like this artificial scarcity that you created to get all this hype. You just threw it out the window. So we're supposed to trust a company like Ubisoft is going to keep this perceived scarcity of the item down, which I don't trust any company to do, because as soon as they get the smell of the almighty dollar, they're going to be like, we don't care what you guys want, because we'll never see the money if you resell that NFT. We're going to put more out there so we can get another $50,000 or $100,000 or whatever they want to get. So I'll never trust a gaming company or any company to create artificial scarcity, because that's what they're doing. They're not real. They're artificial. So they're creating artificial scarcity of that image or digital work or digital whatever. Ubisoft needs to add to that mantra that they're basically putting out is bare minimum effort, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make money with bare minimum effort, because it takes them no effort to market and sell these items, because they don't have to do anything. The images already exist. They're just pulling them from their repository and tying the blockchain to them so that they can track them. Yeah, so they're not wanting to give up on the most least effort way to make money, which is NFTs for them. They don't have to do anything extra, right? They hired this company to track the blockchain, to track and do all this stuff. And that's all decentralized. So really, if one of them goes out of business or whatever, it's no real big business, or the disaster happens in the area. That's no big thing to worry about, because it's all decentralized. But Ubisoft is carrying no risk. They're not having to do anything extra. They're just trying to take your money. That's really what it is. I mean, and that's what any gaming company, because they're assuming no risk, no reward on the behalf of the gamer. They're just saying, here's 100 of these images. We're only going to release 100. I'm telling you, we're only going to release 100, but there's no contractual obligation that we only have to release 100. And they're going for 500. They're going for $50 pop. And then if they're so popular, they're just going to keep doing it. So Ubisoft needs to add that little 3 mantra thing that you said, bare minimum effort. That just needs to be in there, because the third option that you listed about the most efficient, whatever they said, the most only leverage energy efficient proof of stake blockchains. Blockchains are a scourge on the environment because they eat up all of the video graphics cards, all of this stuff, because that's what it takes to mine them, not to mention the electricity to run and cool these mining rigs. You can throw the energy efficient crap out the window. We know that doesn't matter to you guys. So Ubisoft, stop. Don't spit in my face and tell me it's raining.
That's not spit. And 2, they're French, so they don't give a shit. No, just kidding, French people, just joking. But you're right, though. If it's popular, they're going to release more. That's plain and simple fact. I mean, how many goddamn versions of Skyrim are there? Or Resident Evil 4? If they can make money off of it once, they will make money off of it twice. It's nature of business.
They're going to Walt Disney the crap out of this. We're releasing the 30th anniversary copy of these VHS tapes of The Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to George Lucas this shit. They're going to have special ultra extra collector edition, where this time they're taking out Jabba the Hutt as Jabba and putting him in as Frank Goldman or somebody. It's just going to be what they do. They're never going to stop milking something that works. And if people give in, like you said, they released 1,000, 10 people bought them last year. Look, guess what? Those 10 people, they got to be the last 10 people to buy them to make this kind of bullshit go away. I mean, we have to start putting our feet down as consumers and saying enough is enough, especially for a company like Ubisoft, who should definitely know better, who have some amazing products, but they stopped making those a long time ago, and now they're just making, money, fountains. That's all they're doing. It breaks my heart to see where this company has gone, because Ubisoft used to mean a great game. Now Ubisoft means money. Just straight up give me your money.
Yeah.
Open your wallet and give it to me.
Yeah. Speaking of wallet, so whenever you pay for NFTs on here, their cryptocurrency is called digits. And your digits go into your crypto wallet, which you can use to buy Ubisoft related game stuff from the whatever Ubisoft store. They have something similar to this right now, or at least they did. I don't know if they've gotten rid of it, where when you play certain Ubisoft games and do certain achievements, they have kind of their own achievement thing that grants you coins in which you can go to their store and buy certain things.
Uplay.
Like special skins. Yeah, the Uplay. This is like a replacement of Uplay. Like, get rid of Uplay, and instead of buying just the game, and now it's like buy the game and then buy the stuff, and then you get some coins, some crypto to buy some more stuff. So
wow, kiss my ass, Ubisoft. This gets worse and worse the more we talk about it. I seriously, I'm trying to get through COVID, and now I wish I had COVID again, just so I don't have to hear about this shit.
Well, and
this is ridiculous.
And a left's crypto value is a left coin or whatever is less than 50-cent value right now. So if you're trying to buy $100 worth of whatever, $100 image, then you're going to have to get 200, a little over 200 of their coins. So you have to trade in, and that's the whole problem with the crypto market right now, is that there's so many ways to go. You can go with Doge, you can go with Ethereum, you can go with Bitcoin, you can go with all these other brands of coin that are traded on a market, and they're also mined, and things like that. It's just that. I mean, crypto, whatever. I'm not a huge fan of it. I do own a few different cryptocurrencies. I was completely against them when they first came out. But the ease of the market when they first came out was what drew everybody to them, right? You can set up your PC to run hashes while you're not doing anything with it, so it can hopefully you get that bit that gives you, the cash value or the crypto. You get the currency because you mined the bit that had the crypto, and now the hash has gotten so difficult that you have groups and for this is for Bitcoin and crypto, you know, the bigger guys like Ethereum and those guys, that whole investor groups own mining facilities, and they hope that their mining rig that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, how many bits do they get in a month? You know, I mean, if you can get one of the Bitcoin in a month, I think, I don't remember. Like I said, I've not looked at them in a while. It was $50,000, $60,000 at one point for a bit. So guess what? If you mine one of those a month and your expenses don't exceed that, then you're making money. And I know plenty of people who have $10,000 mining rigs that don't get a bit mined every month or every other month or every 3 months. So people spend that kind of money to hopefully be able to recoup some of their money, or they join a conglomerate with other people to mine. But that's all that computing power is hashing away, trying to mine cryptocurrency all across the world. So it's not energy efficient. It's against anything that anybody wants to call
almost like
energy.
Gambling, right?
It is. So you got to spend money to build your mining rig, and then either try to mine solo or join a group of people mining that split up the profits evenly, or they split them up based on computing power, GPU power that you provide. So, you know, it's a really bad thing for video games to get into, because I don't want cryptocurrency in my video games. I don't care if you go take cryptocurrency or whatever, but I don't want you to force me into NFTs if I want something from your game or anything like that. And I'm with Shane. Ooh, I like that image. Copy. It's my background. I don't care if I own the original and I can resell it. I don't sell background pictures or images or anything like that. I don't care about any of that. What am I going to become? The next, stock photo with my, I'll rent you this photo. I'll rent you this NFT that I got. Every time you use my image, you owe me $5 or something.
Yep. Generic white family in the picture frame at Walmart. That's my people's. Yeah, it's, we just need to go to the bartering system if we're going to get stupid with video games. I mean, seriously, you're harvesting bells and, freaking Animal Crossing. We should barter something. I'll give you 12 shotgun shells from Resident Evil for those bells or some crap. It's ridiculous.
They should just make it to where when you buy a game, instead of you getting the game, a dice shows up on the screen, rolls, and if you get a 6, you get the game. If not, you got to buy it again.
How many times? That will be the next addiction right there. I had to roll a dice 10 times before I got this game.
Resident Evil 8 and 9. Woohoo! I finally got it after 6 rolls.
Yep.
That cost me
You
$600.
Bastard. That's what people say.
$10
so
a roll.
It'll be $60. It'll be full price of the game for every roll.
Oh yeah, full price.
Don't give them assholes ideals, Nick.
You got a 0.001% chance of getting it.
We promise this loot box has no duplicate items. If you get a duplicate, we'll give you a 10% off coupon of your next purchase.
Yeah, coupon my ass.
Yeah, so basically, like, even on Ubisoft's Quartz website, I went there just to see if I could see the marketplace, but I can't without signing up, which I'm not going to do. If you sign up, you can claim 3 free already NFTs, like off the bat, that are pictures
worthless.
That are worthless. A skin for a gun, some sort of suit that says Quartz on the side of it, and then a helmet. So whoop-de-fucking-do for a game that nobody likes.
And there's no scarcity of the image, so it really is never going to be worth anything but a few pennies or less than a penny.
Right. So, yeah, I mean,
cost you
hopefully
pennies to look at it.
Right. Cost me money just to go to the site. Hopefully, hopefully this is dead in the water and it doesn't continue on. I don't want to see other companies or anything like that. Phil Spencer did say, I was reading a little bit, did say that he did not want NFTs in the Xbox ecosystem. So he's not all about that stuff either, it seems, at least for now. Phil. Right. So, hopefully Sony and Nintendo are also thinking the same thing on that. Hopefully this just gets killed off.
Sony's got that shit all lined up already.
Yeah. Next VR system.
Yeah. And their PN purse.
You get to actually mine it in the VR. They give you a pickaxe, a hard hat until you get to work. That's what your PlayStation 5 turns into. It's just a mining rig at that point. But anyway, do you guys have anything else you want to add to this catastrophe?
No, just getting pissed off the more we talk.
All right. Well, if you guys want to read more about this, the link to the article will be down in the description below, so you can check it out and read about it and see what Ubisoft has said and double down on with it. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notifications to stay up to date with new videos that we do all the time. And we will see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.
See ya.